What's up, guys? Mac here. This year, I got 12 friends recommend me one game for each month of the year. For January, the first game up, we have Octopath Traveler Zero, recommended by the one and only Ed
Shaw!
Seda. And wow, I think he might have completely ruined the entire fucking challenge because right off the bat, I think we already have a winner. Octopath Traveler Zero nails pretty much everything a JRPG should. Like, the combat is outstanding. It's the best in the series, even if it's a little bit easy at times. The new town building was shockingly addictive, where I just wanted to sit in Wishvale and make everything as pretty and comfortable for the residents as can be. The exploration was constantly rewarding and shockingly like free and open, where I felt like I could go anywhere. And if I got stuck on a boss, I didn't have to like grind or anything. You can just go to a new place, discover new treasures, and just discover this gorgeous world. I wouldn't say this game looks as good as like other HD 2D games like the DQ remasters or Octopath 2 or even like Star Ocean 2 if you count that. Kind of up in the air if that counts, but whatever. It just utilizes the techniques that they've honed over all these games so well, especially in the end game where just like I had my jaw just wide open multiple times, like looking at some of the shots and some of the areas. It was a man game. This was a man game. Like I just would sit there and be like, man. And even more impressive than the visuals was the sound. Like, I'm dead serious when I say this is the greatest video game soundtrack of all time. Like, Expedition 33 last year already was my favorite game soundtrack of all time when that hit. And then this game hit in the same year, and it's even better. Like, there's 8 arcs in the game, and each arc has a motif, it has a theme, it has a dungeon theme using that motif, and a boss theme. And these boss themes are just like, they're so good they could be their own final boss themes of their own games. There's an absurd amount of just great music within this game. It's ridiculous. Yasunori Nishiki needs to be praised. He is the young blood at Square Enix that's going to grow up to be a legend like Uematsu or Mitsuda. I don't have any doubt in my mind of that. The combat melodies are just incredible. They're just prog rock like bangers constantly. But there's also just a lot of really pretty songs as well, where you'll be sitting back and kind of taking it all in. It's really great stuff all around the board. And I did spend a long time in this world. In fact, I spent 100 hours. It's a long game. The fact that I put 100 hours into a game in 1 month kind of tells you how much I was enjoying this, because that's not really usual for me. Like, I maybe get like 20 hours a week if I'm lucky. So to bust out a game like this just in January was pretty gnarly. I had the no life a little bit, and I play a lot of games, so it says a lot. I think that even though I played the mobile game, I still felt a lot of the story was fresh, and they don't change a ton. Like, Wishvale is new, a lot of stuff in the final arc is new, but they don't change a ton. It's just that the enhanced gameplay, dungeon design, and especially the voice acting, it made it so much more poignant, you know what I mean? It made me realize that that gotcha game I was playing was secretly like a masterpiece buried underneath shitty gotcha mechanics. There's some noticeable story differences, like I said, but for the most part, they're just taking that original story from the gotcha game and refining it to be the best it can be. And it makes me wonder what other Square Enix games, or even just gotcha games in general, they could do this to. For example, another Eden Begins, which was announced already. The fact that this is starting to become a trend is really cool to see. My god, too, like, what a story this is. If I had to pick a theme for the story, it would be humanity. It's just so deeply human. For all the good and bad that entails, you're going to witness some unbelievable evil in this game. And I'm being really serious about that. Think about the worst thing that a human being can do, the most dark, ink black sin you can imagine. That thing you just thought of is probably a part of this game's story at some point. Like, part of the theme is getting you to lose your faith in humanity. And every time you do, you're reminded of the inherent good in people. Whether that's the undying love of a happy couple, the unity of a strong, found family, the brotherhood that can only be built up through adversity, or the bonds of a village built back from nothing but rubble. You're going to come out of this story realizing the best way to overcome tragedy is to rely on one another. Octopath Zero showed me the depths of depravity and sin, but it also showed me the deep, true love that humankind can achieve. And for that, I think it's pretty neat. Anyways, next month's game, or well, I guess this month's game, is going to be something a little different. It's going to be a silly little puzzle game with a fox that fights like he's in Dark Souls. See you then.